What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another video. I appreciate you guys clicking on it, and boy oh boy is it nice to have this place opened up. Look at just no trees. It's so nice. So nice. Appreciate you guys clicking on it, and hey, we have another big shed, which is great. You guys didn't see last video. We did things. And I actually did something by accident. I got rid of the scrap pile over here, or the little like rock pile thing. And I got rid of Uncle Eddie's camper, which I did not mean to do. I don't ever want to like kick Uncle Eddie out of the farm here, you know. Nice guy, you know. So I used the hide object mod, got rid of that pile, and it got rid of his camper. And in the hide object mod, the updated version, you can see what you've gotten rid of. The only thing in here is the mailbox. So we can't put Eddie's camper back, and it's not a placeable either. So I guess Eddie's just moving on, you know. Eddie went to camp somewhere else, we'll say, okay? That is what we'll say. All right, so today, the objective of today's video, guys, is to get this field plowed out after we get through this autosave. Oh my goodness. We're going to plow this field out. If you guys recall, we did some landscaping up here in 2 here. Probably should go ahead and finish and just get rid of the little stream, but we'll leave it in for now. We'll leave it in for now. And, you know what they say, pitter patter. Let's get at her. I don't know. Let's see, we did spend money to smooth this. I'm trying to think of like where our edge should be for our field. I mean, we might as well. We probably should allow some room for auto drive. Get my cruise control, because why not? Oh, I should be using my wheel setup for this with this tractor. This would be great with the with auto drive, or with the wheel setup. Anyway, I'm gonna leave room here for auto drive, because why not? Although no, there's auto drive up north. Leonard already did that. Oh well, maybe we'll plow some more of this when we come back around. But anyway, we're making a massive field today, and I kind of procrastinated a bit today. By procrastinated, I mean I played Minecraft this afternoon, kind of monkeying around with stuff, getting ready for the stream tonight, or yesterday. If you're watching this on YouTube, obviously when it comes out, that'd be yesterday. But anyway, I kind of procrastinated a little bit, so I don't have a ton of time to record this video, unfortunately, like I have the past couple. So there is that. All right, we want to plow just a little bit more than normal. So I will record kind of what I can today, and we'll see where we're at as far as time-wise. Set our A-line, and we'll set our B-line here in a second. Now, I am using the old GPS still, or the one where you can't type in, simply because... well, that's the one that was active when I started the map. I kind of forgot to, yeah, activate the other one. So there is that. So guys, plowing. All right. We're going to make this a massive field. And actually today, if you guys are watching this when it comes out, obviously, I think I'm kind of torn. Because I've been wanting to start streaming this map. But at the same time, there's almost like not a lot of stuff to do on this map right now. I don't know if streaming this map is the strat. So I don't think I'm going to this week. I need some more stuff to do. I need more fields, you know? So, I mean, I have 2 fields now, but still, like, there's not a ton to do. I mean, I could do some contract work on the stream, but I could, no, not doing it. I actually disabled that, the more, I got rid of it. It's a cool mod, but it causes problems, so it's gone. Still in my mod folder, but as far as active on the server or on this map, no. So I don't think I'm going to stream this week. I think I'm going to stream our other map, which if you guys watch streams, Saturday we corrupted our save, basically, for our Griffin, Indiana map. But pretty sure that was a mod issue. And pretty sure we got it back. So Probably going to stream that Tuesday. I guess if that fails, then I can stream this or switch to Minecraft, or probably switch. If that one fails, we'll switch to this. That's what I'm thinking. So Griffin, Indiana today at noon for you guys watching. Should be a good time. And then if something happens there, we'll switch over to this map. But I think Griffin, Indiana should be good. We'll be okay there. We took out a couple mods that we had put in, and I think it's going to be one of those mods that causes issues. So basically, any of the work we did on Saturday, we lost all of it. But it is what it is. You know, we got our save back, and that's what really matters to me, personally. I'm really digging that map. I really like this one. And actually, I wouldn't mind playing this one in multiplayer sometime in the future. You know, let's be real. We do have a long time still before 22 comes out, you know, coming out in the fall. So, or the fourth quarter, I guess. I shouldn't even say fall. Sometime in the fourth quarter. And yeah, so we still have like a lot of time. So I could see us maybe sometime. You never know. Playing this map. You just never know. Okay, I want to rotate 90 and move that over because I want it to be kind of over here. Okay, so we'll activate and it'll take us right to that line and we'll be good to go. Gotta love it. Nice sweeping turn, hopefully, for course play reasons. It should be better. A little uneven there, but that's not a big deal. Oh yeah, a little two-track plowing today, guys. This tractor, I don't know if it should pull this in real life, right? Sure, why not? Why not? What's the horsepower rating on this plow? Just out of curiosity. Probably not going to be what it really should be. 400 for a 15 meter? Probably about right. Maybe? I don't know. Never used that one. I do have this one too. This is it's cultivator, but it plows, I guess. Never used that one. I probably should, right? A little smaller and you go same speed. So, you know. Anyway, I digress. Oh, so much better without that big hill over here and all those trees. I probably should finish cutting trees around the homestead. You know, I think when I started this map, I kind of said I wasn't going to cut trees, but you just get in your way. You know, they just get in your way. Like up here, probably not going to cut any of these. Well, maybe some of those, but not these trees over here. That's for sure. That's for sure. I won't do that. We want to at least get the field edge, which you can tell by the grass, obviously. Okay. That's where we want to be again. So we will come in our GPS to rotate again, and then hit the buttons to move it to where we're at. Lock it in. And we're locked in now, so that's good. Speaking of plowing and field cultivators and stuff, they actually got out Tetanus on Wheels this past Sunday at the farm, or yesterday for me, or 2 days ago for you guys. And worked up the garden again. And yeah, actually, oh, I meant to tell Leonard this. I'll have to tell him. I talked to him earlier and I forgot to tell him. I was talking one time on a stream a while back about like needing some cylinder stops. Some hydraulic cylinder stops. And Leonard sent me ones basically like they have used on his farm. And I was like, hey, those look pretty great. So I ordered a set and they worked great. All about them. So we were able to control our depth very nicely. Very well. Like it was awesome. And very, very happy with our depth of the field cultivator. Or as we like to call it, Tetanus on Wheels. What do you guys think about getting rid of this stream, by the way? Should we? Should we not? Should we do it? Yes, no, maybe so. I think between the brush chipper and like the hide object mod, we can probably clean it up just like beautifully. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm kind of leaning towards we do get rid of it, but maybe not like, I don't want to combine the fields. I want to keep the fields separated. But get rid of it and put more into field 2 here. Take out like that mountain kind of, or that hill. Not really a mountain, but you know what I mean. And make it more field 2. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, hydraulic cylinder stops. I've never actually used hydraulic cylinder stops before because this is the first thing that we've used at the farm my field cultivator with like a cylinder. I mean, we have the bucket, but we don't, you know, you don't put stops on a bucket per se. I guess, I mean, you could, I guess, if you only wanted to go, so I don't know, but you don't. Anyway, first real thing that we have with a cylinder since like Grandpa quit farming back in 95. He had sale in 96, so I was kind of young. I don't really remember that stuff too well. I mean, a little bit, I guess, but not too much, to be honest. All right, we're not gonna move GPS for this little bit here. I'll just hear it myself. But yeah, those things were awesome. They were awesome. It was actually kind of funny. We hooked it up, and Dad kind of motioned to go in a downward here. He wanted to go down because he put some of the cylinder stops on, and just sitting in the shed, like he wanted to see. Because what'll happen is you'll like actually set the field cultivator on the ground, and then the wheels will lift up, right? So he motioned for me to like lower the thing, and so I did. And well, we forgot we had the safety in. There's like a lockout pin. So when you park it, it takes the pressure off the cylinder and it puts it on like this pin, right? Yeah, we forgot the pin was still in place, and he motioned for me to set it down, and I did. Well, it I mangled the pin, actually almost sheared the pin off, like basically like a 1/2 inch rod, you know, or whatever it was. I think it was 1/2 inch, or pretty close to it. It almost sheared it off. It bent it big time. And then a couple of the welds apparently on the actual, like, the piece of metal, we'll just say, like the stopper piece of metal thing, actually broke. Because I heard there was like a big pop. And apparently a couple of pieces of metal actually broke. And I was like, oh no. A couple welds, that's what it was. They were some old, not very well done welds, apparently. I didn't go look at it, but that's what Dad was telling me, so. Well, it's like that hydraulic cylinder has a lot of force to it or something, you know? How convenient. So, definitely have to be more mindful of that next time. And possibly, I don't know, we're talking about making the thing a 3-point hitch. So if we make a 3-point hitch, that cylinder, or like that safety stop won't really be there anymore. Instead, we'll change it, and that'll be like our depth control, because we plan on like leaving the wheels on it still, and then using just like depth control. Would be kind of nice. Have some depth control. We can turn like a top link or a turnbuckle, you know. All right, so that is our field, guys. That is going to be our field. That is going to be massive. Let's look at it here. That's going to be pretty good. So we're picking up a bunch of land over here. And then, of course, a whole bunch of land down south here. This is going to be pretty good, you know, when we get this all plotted out. These little trees, by the way, if you didn't see last time, they're non-collision. They're decoration. I can't do anything with them. Hide object mod doesn't get rid of them, and the brush chipper won't touch them. So, unfortunately, they're just kind of going to be there. Not a lot we can do with those, but it kind of is what it is, you know? Not a big deal. All right, so we're going to work a little end row here, and then I'm going to go back and forth, and I don't think I'm actually going to get this field done today. I think I'm going to have to do it after stream or something, because like I said, I kind of lost track of my day today. It was one of those days where I got out of bed and I was like, I have nothing to do today. Oh, wait. I should set up a calendar, like a schedule. A calendar to remind me to like do stuff, you know? I think what really threw me off, and yeah, I'm going to throw him under the bus, is like Carson's in TeamSpeak all day. Because he's like out of school now. Obviously, it's like summer, you know, almost, or something like that. And so he like was snapping me, and then we were talking and like messing around with Minecraft and planning some stuff out for the stream and whatnot. So I'm going to blame it on Carson. Definitely going to blame it on Carson. So, yep. This is going to be great. This is going to be a big field. Big pickup here, you know, really, really big pickup. And speaking of pickups, we need to pick up some grain heads too, don't we? That is something we definitely need to do. Definitely need some grain heads. Okay. Let's just set up our GPS like right here. Really doesn't matter where we start. Just gotta go, you know, just doesn't matter where we start. We just need to go and just pitter patter. And it's going to take me a while to get this field done. I have a feeling it's going to take a good while. Like I said, I probably won't have time today to finish it. But that's okay. I'll get it done. I will get it done before the next video. And let's see, next video, probably start a harvest, maybe. I don't know. We got our corn to harvest. Well, it's not ready yet, right? No. That's like dark green or yeah, that's dark green. So we'll be getting there on the corn here soon. But yeah. It's all good. It's all good. But other than that, like, we didn't do anything at the farm Sunday. It was kind of weird. We messed with the field. We got to the farm. One brother was there. And then my brother-in-law showed up with my nephew. And we got the field cultivator out. And, like, by the time we worked up the garden, which doesn't take very long. And then, like, they cleaned it. And Dad oiled it real fast. Because, you know, we put new shovels on. And he likes to keep them looking nice. So we oil it every time we use it. We clean it and oil it. So they're really good. And they stay shiny. They don't get rusty, you know. And then we put it away, and then it was raining. It started raining right away, which kind of sucks for working on the garden, but we still, I mean, the weeds weren't that bad, but it was one of those things where, like, they're calling for rain all week. We got a fair bit last night, I feel like. They're calling for rain like all week long, and it's one of those things, it's like we might as well work it up just to get it done. And if it doesn't rain, great, peachy. If it does rain, not the best, because we're hoping to kill weeds is what we're going for. But the weeds also weren't out of hand, but there were a lot there that were really, really small. So it's one of those things, it's like, you're better off to go ahead and work it in case it doesn't rain than to not work it. And if it does rain, then, like, you're in trouble, you know? And the whole goal this summer is, like, in the past, when we don't have pumpkins planted in, like, the quote main garden, which we're not going to this year. Apparently we're going to grow some rye this summer, maybe a little bit, do some, like, testing, different ways to plant it to try to get a better stand. That's Dad's, like, theory this summer. And then he said something about planting cantaloupe. So I don't know if he wants to plant, like, cantaloupe watermelon or just cantaloupe, or I don't know. We've grown a lot of cantaloupe over the years, and it's one of those things he enjoys growing. So it sounds like he wants to do a little bit of, like, gardening this year in the garden, which is kind of weird because we haven't done that in a few years now. But I know it's gardening in the garden. That sounds kind of strange, right? By the way, right there. I don't know why. That just kind of struck me as a thumbnail, you know? So yeah, it was better off to get it worked up. And the whole theory of working that ground this summer is so we don't have to use so much Roundup. We are getting weeds that are Roundup resistant. Plus, I'd really rather, I'm not like a California, no offense to the California people, but, like, I'm not one of those people. Like, I'm fine with using Roundup. I'd just rather not use it, like, every Sunday when we go to the farm. And once you let the weeds get a little out of hand and when they're Roundup resistant, it turns into every time we go to the farm we need to spray. And I just don't like doing that. So for me, we need to work the dirt more often, work it when stuff is small. Plus then you're getting that crop of weed seed, you're letting it germinate, and then you're killing it off so that, you know, next time, like, that's just one less seed in the garden, basically. And that's the way I like to look at it. So hopefully it works out this summer where we don't have to spray. We get this terrible weed called purslane. And in some cultures, in some places, they actually eat the stuff. Apparently it's really good, but it is a invasive weed in our garden, and it just takes over everything. Well, last year we did a pretty good job of keeping it out of the pumpkins. And because I think the pumpkin vines were so thick last year, plus we had a good straw base down. But the pumpkin vines themselves were so thick, they shaded out the ground. And we really didn't have too many problems with weeds. So, of course, when you plant your pumpkins on more of a dense end of the spectrum, you know, you're going to have less weed pressure because there's more pumpkin vine and more pumpkin leaf, and it shades everything out. Plus, like I said, our straw cover crop, you know, was really good last year, and it's looking pretty good this year so far. It's a little shorter than we'd like it. We like it to be a little taller, but it's doing okay. We will have to spray that soon with Roundup. We do spray that with Roundup every year. There's no other way for us to kill it because we don't want it to mature, because then the garden would be nothing but rye come this fall. It would just be overwhelmed with rye. What we do is we spray it right before the rye actually kind of matures up enough to make like actual rye, like the actual grain, and then we just use the straw. So need to spray it here soon, probably another week, maybe a little longer, and then we'll be planting pumpkins come June. Mid-June or so we'll be planting pumpkins. So kind of can't wait for that. That's always fun. It's actually gotten a lot better over the past couple years. We've changed our practices. We used to start everything here at the house in like little peat pots, you know, and then we would transplant everything to the farm, and it's just, that's a nightmare. So now we direct seed everything, and it's actually pretty great because we're like my dad's cousin and his son and some grandkids and like a whole bunch of people from my dad's cousin's family. They have been coming to the farm for a couple years now for Pumpkin Day, the party that we have to give away the pumpkins basically, and they just absolutely love coming and helping plant pumpkins. Last year they came down one day and helped us plant like 2/3 of the pumpkins, because we have some that are like shorter seasons, so we plant those later. They came down the day we planted like the majority, and they've already told us that we need to let them know so they can come this year again. That's awesome. Having help is great, you know, and they enjoy it too. Like they had a good time with it, and it's great because the people that are taking the pumpkins coming and helping plant them, that's super cool, you know. Plus, like I said, it's family. It's my dad's cousin, so it's cool to catch up with them. We don't see them a ton, which is weird because they live in town, but that's my dad's family. My dad's family's always been like that. And then, of course, some of you know this, but like when my grandma died like 8 years ago now, tons of drama there. That's on my mom's side. Tons of drama there. So we don't see anybody hardly at all from my mom's side of the family. But anyway, I digress. But my dad's family's always been that way. And we've everybody's lived kind of in town or within like 20 minutes. Except for my dad's brother. He lives like an hour and a half away. But like everybody else is like kind of close. Never would see each other. It's kind of weird. Occasionally, every like 10 years, we'd have a reunion and catch up and be buddy-buddy, and then wouldn't see each other again for like 3 years. It's kind of weird. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a video here. I'm going to continue to plow for just a little bit, and then I will try to get this done. I will get this done before the next video. Gonna take me a while to get across this field, I have a feeling. I was hoping to do like a high speed, but I don't have time before this video comes out. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget about the farm sim stream this afternoon, noon central, over on my Twitch. Links in the description, by the way. So if you guys are interested, come say hi. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.